Yo, Lily! Lily, come here. Hey. Hey, Lily, come here. Sit. Sit. God, this dog, dude. Lily, have you heard of the Xbox One X? Are you familiar with it? It's supposed to be the world's most... Not even the dog cares, dude! So, hey, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario, and I kind of want to do one of these talking piece videos right here, and I want to discuss why I am not going to be getting the Xbox One X on launch, at least. Now, for anybody who hasn't followed for the channel for a while, which is a majority of people, so that's totally understandable, I myself was actually pretty excited for the Xbox One to come out. Now, I did not support the original Xbox One. I'm talking the one that had the 24-hour Suicide Watch DRM. No. I even said in past videos, I said, I will not get an Xbox One until it is either modified to play offline or they remove the DRM. And then I ended up pre-ordering it first. That was the first next generation or 8th generation system that I ended up picking up because it seemed more appealing to me at the time at launch compared to the PS4. I didn't have a Wii U at the time, so that was fine as well too, and the Switch didn't come out at that time, so that's kind of irrelevant to all of this. But the point is, the Xbox One was my first 8th generation system, and I was truly excited for it. So, why aren't I picking up the Xbox One X? Well, there's a few different reasons, but first let me get into the reasons that people are going to insinuate why I'm not picking up the Xbox One X. First off, I'm broke. I got like negative $20 in my PayPal account, so you can say I'm doing pretty well. But the truth of the matter is, I have no money, man. And I know every person watching this video just has stacks of cash on their desk and all that. You can wipe your butt with $100 bills. I'm fully aware of that. I'm pretty broke on this site, so I can't be spending $500 on a system. I can't afford it. The second reason some people might insinuate or try and put in is say, oh, I don't want to pay the scalpers. I don't want to support the scalpers. I couldn't get it pre-ordered on time. Well, I actually could have gotten in a pre-order, and honestly, I probably could have pre-ordered the system, maybe done an unboxing, done a few videos, and flipped it for some money. But I decided I didn't want to do that either because I'm not really the type who's into flipping all that much. I mean, I've done it a few times, sure, but admittedly, it's more from something that I might pick up used and resell at a higher value. If I pick up a brand new system, I'm going to pick it up to actually play it. And yeah, you know, with me not pre-ordering one of the systems, it could go to a scalper, but it could also go to somebody who's actually going to open it up, enjoy it, and really have fun with it. Now, let's get into my actual reasons as to why I'm not getting one on launch. First off, I think it's a cool looking system. I think it will be a solid seller, and I think there's a good general buzz and hype around it as well too. The price is $500, which a lot of people have been complaining about, but honestly, the price is kind of irrelevant on here. I think for $500, it's a fair system, and on top of that as well too, people would have complained if the console was $400, if it was $300, if it was $200, if it was $600. Microsoft could have put any value on this system, and people would have complained about it. Some people, you know, and people might be confused as to why I might be saying that. There's going to be some people who will say, oh, you know, if the system's $300, they're going to be selling it at a major loss, that's stupid, or it might not be powerful enough. How much power can you really get out of a $300 premium console? If it's $600, people are going to say, oh, it's way too expensive. There's going to be a critic for every price point. So that's why the $500 price, it really didn't bug me, honestly. I don't have much of an opinion on that. My opinion more comes to the platform itself, and unfortunately I realize that I just really don't like the Xbox One that much. So if you love the Xbox One, you don't want to hear any opposing opinions on it, I'd suggest you leave this video. If you're a little bit open to it, then sure, go ahead and continue watching the video. But I told that story at the beginning because I was genuinely excited for the Xbox One when I picked it up. And this is a video I've kind of been wanting to make for a few years now, but honestly I kind of realized after I got the PS4, I just didn't really like the Xbox One that much. I didn't like the user interface all that much. The games that were coming out, I mean, the launch titles were cool. I actually liked the games that really were using the Kinect, but then Microsoft just completely abandoned the Kinect. It says a lot when the One S and the One X, neither of them have Kinect ports on them. I mean, sure, you can get a Kinect adapter. I think for free from Microsoft, if you call them, you give them the serial number of your old system that had the Kinect, and they give it to you and all that. But that's not a good sign at all. It's kind of like with the Xbox 360, when the original 360 didn't have a Kinect power supply on it because the Kinect wasn't out at the time. And then the Slim, the Xbox 360S, had the built-in Kinect port on there. But then when they did the next revision, the Xbox One E, they removed the Kinect port.
which meant that they were officially, unofficially no longer really supporting the Kinect, and that's never a good sign. Not just with the Kinect, but with any type of accessory or peripheral when they do that. When it's come to games, I've been thoroughly unimpressed with the exclusives that have come out, and Microsoft's really trying to push the Xbox One exclusives or the Microsoft exclusives. I mean, at this point now, almost every game that's going to come out on the Xbox One but not come out on the PS4 is going to come out on Windows 10 if you have a Windows 10 capable PC, which a lot more people are going towards. Now, I myself, I have a pretty powerful PC. It's more powerful than the Xbox One X, so I'm not too concerned on that. And if I want to play games on here, I can, and I do sometimes, but I've also kind of honestly realized PC is not really my preferred platform either. Not saying that it's bad, it's just not my preference, and that's more of a personal issue. But the point is, on there, I kind of thought of that, and I was saying, you know, if there's a game I want to pick up on Xbox One X, cool, but let's say I don't have one on hand, I can just pick it up on the Windows 10 store and I can play it on PC and hook up an Xbox One controller to it, and I'll be happy with that. Granted, I think UWP definitely needs to grow mature a little bit more. I think the Windows 10 store has had a few issues as well, too. And that's another thing also. I kind of just wait for the games to release on Steam. Like, when games come out on the Windows 10 store, what goes through my head is, that would be a really cool game when it comes to Steam, because I just don't have to deal with the BS as much on there. There's a few things I can rant about, but I'm going to keep reserved on this video right here. The point is on this, I kind of looked into it, and initially I didn't get the Xbox One S because I said, well, I'm not going to get the One S. It's really not that much of an upgrade. All it is a 4K Blu-ray player, and it will give you maybe 2 or 3 frames per second higher on your games. So I didn't get it, but I said, you know, I'm just going to wait for the Xbox One X to come out. And now that it's coming out here, I just don't feel like getting it. And the main problem here is I know if I get it, I'm not going to use it. And honestly, for me, I know there's a lot of people who are balling hard on here, but for me, $500 is a lot of money to spend on something that I will not use. Even demonstrating this as well too. The Xbox One, I actually had several Xbox One units. Some people might question this, I'll explain it. I had 3 Xbox Ones. I had my original Day 1 edition, I have my original Day 1 edition, and I had 2 other systems because I picked them up for pretty cheap. One of them I hooked up here in my office, so I could have one in the office and I could have one in the living room. The third one I kind of just kept as a floater system, and whenever my brothers would visit, we would hook it up and we would be playing games together. Well, it got to the point where when my brothers were visiting, we didn't play on the Xbox One, and the Xbox One that was sitting here in my office became a dust collector, and I stacked a Wii U and my controllers on it, because it took up a lot of desk space, but it just kind of sat there. It wasn't used. It was to the point where if I wanted to use it, I'd have to do a 30-minute update and all that other stuff, and it was just kind of a chore to use at that point. Again, these are personal issues on here. But because of that, I said, you know what? I'm going to sell off these systems. I'm not using them. Now, for one of the Xbox Ones, I sold off in combination with a original PS4 unit I have to get a PS4 Pro for the office here. The second Xbox One that I sold that off because I just didn't use it, and I knew I wasn't going to be using it. Point is on there, some people might be saying, Mario, that's kind of hypocritical because you got the PS4 Pro. Yes, I did get the PS4 Pro, and here's the main difference on that. The PS4 Pro, I really like the PlayStation 4 ecosystem. I like the PlayStation 4 platform. The PlayStation 4 is a great system to me. So the fact that I could get a Pro system that was going to be more capable and more powerful was definitely appealing to me. It's a lot like people who have the Xbox One and they're going over to the Xbox One X, for example. They probably want that extra power, they really like the existing platform, and I think that's great. If you're wanting the Xbox One X and you're actually going to be using it, more power to you. That's awesome. I'm happy that you're enjoying your experience. I myself, I really haven't enjoyed my Xbox One experience, and that's what it comes down to. And I really realized, even if I have a super powerful Xbox One, I wouldn't use it. Unfortunately, I just would not use it. So instead of spending the $500 frivolously on something that I really don't care too much for and don't really want to use and know I wouldn't use, I kept it. And honestly, if I'm going to take some money and throw it away on something I'm not going to use, I'd rather put that into cryptocurrency, I'd rather put it into stocks, I'd rather invest it in something, or just keep it in the bank. Any of those options would be good. Now, if it's something that I'm actually going to use, some people might say, I don't know, my computer was a waste of money. To me, personally, it's not a waste of money. I use it every single day, I use it for gaming on occasion, and it's designed to the point where I can pretty much take any game, throw it on max settings, at least in 1080p, and it's just fine. And I edit my videos on here, so it gets used as a daily driver. My Xbox One, not going to get used. So for me, that's $500 that would go to waste. Of course, I can resell it, but again, really don't want to do that all too much. I'd rather that chance go to someone who actually gets a system in their home and they use it and enjoy it and appreciate it for what it is. If you're going to be getting one this holiday season, more power to you. I hope you enjoy it. However, it's even to the point for me, honestly, where today, for example, I found a pretty good deal on an Xbox One S, not X, S. It was a Xbox One S white system, 500GB model with Battlefield 1 bundled in it, brand new for $200. That is a stellar deal, and if you want an Xbox One S, that is a great deal. At this point, it's probably expired by the time this video comes out, but the reason why I brought that up is because even when I saw that and I was like, that is a really good deal, that would be worth it for the 4K Blu-ray player and all that stuff, I kind of decided against it because I really thought of it and I was like, $200 Xbox One S, I probably wouldn't use it all that much. I'd have a 4K Blu-ray player, but don't really watch movies all that much anymore, so why would I get it? Anyways, I'm really not trying to sound too pessimistic on here. I just want to calmly talk about my thoughts and all that on the Xbox One X. Again, I think it's a pretty stellar system, and I hope that people worldwide are going to enjoy it, but at this point, it's just not for me. Will I get one? Yes, I'm going to get one. Will I get one on launch? No. Will I get one soon? Probably not. But those are my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think of the Xbox One X, what you thought of this video. Just let me know. Even if you want to just say hi down below in the comments, it'd be appreciated. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, a like would very much be appreciated. If you absolutely hated it, a dislike's fine as well, too. I'm gonna find this dog. She's just been running around everywhere.